everybody, and welcome back for another episode of Love Connection. And today we are talking about navigating life between relationships. It's me, Irina Portnova, here with my friend, Coach Elle, and we are going to talk about how we actually sustain our life when we are in between relationships. I think, especially at the beginning, it's very hard if we had that special person. Our life was filled with the time that we spent together, right? And then a lot of people, I think most of us would feel that void, right? Once that person is not with us. And how actually we can deal with this, how is better to control our emotions, and how better to navigate during this time, Elle.
Hello, everyone. So it all depends of if that past relationship was a good relationship in your mind or it was not. Either way, I believe that we need some time to process the past. If it was not the relationship that we were happy in, then let's do some self discovery and see exactly what we need. As I said many times before, people come uh, to me and they say they know what they don't want, but they don't know what they want. So let's get clear in what we want in a relationship and make sure that we are truthful to ourselves, and also see if you're looking for someone who's honest, see if you're an honest person yourself, because we attract who we are. So those are, like, the steps that at that time that is between the two relationships can be self discovery, understanding who we are, what we want, and learn from our past experiences.
Totally. And you know what comes for me? It's always a good time. Like even when people have the relationships that didn't work, always look at it as a learning experience, right? Because
Exactly.
anything that happened in our life journey is given to us for the reason. If something works out, we treat it as a reward. If something doesn't, we treat it as a lesson. So we never stay in that negative vibe where we feel self pity, or we feel that we are not good enough, or we are not worthy, or any of these negative thoughts, right? We just shift the focus by saying, okay, that relationship must have been in my life to teach me something. And
Exactly.
let me see, right? Because the more we start asking these questions, it automatically shifts our energy where we are staying and crying and, like feeling bad for ourselves. When we go above that and we say, I'm wondering, what is that relationship came into my life to teach me, right? Why that person was given to me in this lifetime, to spend that time, and obviously for me to learn the lessons, and sit down with the paper, sit down with the pen. By asking the
Exactly.
quality of questions, you're going to receive the quality of the answers, and
Yeah.
then just write down, right, Elle?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of times we blame ourselves, that why did I do this, why did I allow him or her to do this to me, and that. Don't I mean, it's okay to look at that, but as Irina is saying, it's the best way to say, okay, what did I learn, what this interaction uh, made me see about myself, about who I want to bring to my life, about where I want to be in life. I mean, those questions, asking those questions from yourself is a key to finding the right partner on your next journey, on then in a new relationship. Then you will know that this happened because I had to learn this, and now that I have learned, bring to myself. So
Absolutely.
it's an amazing journey. I understand that we get hurt and sad and disappointed, but when we look at it that way, it puts a smile on your face because you have learned something about that past relationship, about
Right.
yourself.
That's totally true. And what comes to me is that just think about it. It's always good after each relationship ends to prioritize ourselves, right? And it's a good time where we start going within and start understand ourselves on a deeper level. What are my values? What are my beliefs? What is there for me to change, right? Because everything happens from the inside out. So when we change ourselves from the inside, we are projecting that world that we experience on the outside world. So if you are gonna have the intention, okay, let me change to be a better version of myself, not to say that you are not a good version, but like I said, I keep repeating the same mantra. As long as we are breathing, we are always growing. Nobody in this life is completely done as long as they are breathing. What does it mean? It means that we are growing, we are evolving with each new relationship, with each relationship with ourselves, right? We are growing, we are evolving, and that's the beauty of the process. So just embrace it, accept it, appreciate it, and just think about what are some of the beliefs that I might hold at the current moment or I held during my past relationship that I can improve in order to attract a better partner, somebody who can match me on a different level, right?
Yeah,
And obviously, like we were mentioning before, the way to attract your ideal partner is to sit down and write everything what you want in that partner, and then look at the list and ask yourself, do I match the qualities that I'm looking in another person? Do I possess everything on that list?
yeah,
If the answer is not, then it might be a good time for us to focus on ourselves and learn and grow. And once we are the match for that person that we had on our list, that person is going to magically show up.
yeah. It's
Yeah, it's
amazing
amazing.
how it happens, and it's basically the energy that we have matches the other person's energy, and when you get together, you can feel it. It becomes so known when you're in that space of opening yourself up to be that person that you want to attract. Then that person will come to you very easily to your life. And sometimes you say, oh my god, did I do that? And
Yes,
yes, it's true, because your energy attracts his or her energy to your life. And
absolutely. Yes. And that's the beauty of it. So when we are in between relationships, how painful it is, yes, it is painful, but remember, we are stronger than anything outside of us. We always can overcome it. And by overcome it, we are also growing, we are also learning, right? And for me, like in my experience, when I was going from relationship to relationship, before I got married, for me, it was like a great time to work on myself, to make myself better and focus more on myself. Because, like I said, when we are with somebody, it's like majority of our time we spend together and we kind of become codependent. And that for me was a great time. Like, okay, let me see what hobbies I want to pick up. Maybe, joining some kind of club, doing something that I always dreamt to do, but I never have a chance because I was always, spending time with that boyfriend, right? So the idea is that everything is having the reason, and just be grateful. Never feel bad or never feel sad, as well as never blame another person. Just be grateful that that person showed up in your life and show your true worth,
yeah,
because that means, like, because we are always the mirrors for each other. So if somebody shows up, they acted a certain way, they express themselves a certain way, it's not about you, it's not that something is wrong with you, it's something that they also have to work on. And for us, it's just like to be more mindful and go within and discover more. What is
Yeah.
there for me? What kind of relationship do I want? Maybe the things that that person was doing, maybe, like he would be in and out. One day he calls, another day he doesn't. He's cold and hot, right? So this is not what I want to experience. I don't want to have this emotional swing, right? Seesaw. I don't like it. So next
Makes
time,
sense.
right? Next time you become more like, like you're making your personal boundaries. What exactly are your personal boundaries? What is there you're gonna be tolerate, and what is gonna be the deal breaker, right? It's kind of, like overview of a lot of topics that we had together, right? But that's true. It's like everything connected to something. We are always connecting all these pieces, and like I said, we
Yeah,
become the best version. And remember, it's never about us. It's
exactly.
just something, that situation was given to us for the reason. Another
Yeah.
person also has to grow. It's not that they were perfect and we are not. It's just
And
because, right, something already, like outgrew. That relationship didn't work anymore. And the universe decided that each of you have to go the separate way.
the interesting part is if you look at your old past relationships, and you will know, you tell yourself, oh my God, how did I go out with that person?
Yeah,
So,
after some
yeah.
time, right? After some time, it's like, what? What? Like,
What
what?
was my
Was
point
I
thinking?
attracted to this person? Why is this happening, Al? Because we are growing, right? And then and it's like removing these pink eyeglasses, right? We
I
see
have
the
pink
world.
eyeglasses today.
Yes. No, I mean like the lenses, right? They say, like in our language, there is an expression like, walking in
No,
a
I'm
pink
just kidding.
glasses, meaning that everything is bubbly, everything is magical, right? So you happen not to see the flaws of another person when you are in love, right? But once that person is out of your life, then you,
You
with the
can't see
time,
that.
you start to realize, hey, I am worth of so much more.
Exactly. So don't worry about it. Just work on yourself, think positive, and know that everything happens for a reason, and that was the way for you to your journey to grow, to become that perfect version of yourself, that true self
Yes.
that we always talk about. Yeah.
And just take that time for yourself. This is like the universe is telling you, this is time for yourself. Take it and use it wisely. And
Yeah.
what I also wanted to share, I have this beautiful promotion for this weekend for the Easter holiday. I am inviting everybody who wants to learn more about themselves, who wants to see how manifestation works and how they can attract anything they want in their life, to join my manifestation membership. It's only $1 for the entire month. You get to see me twice and you have a lot to explore in the membership section. So join, give yourself that a gift of self love. And for the holiday season, I totally invite you to do that.
Beautiful.
Al,
That's a
anything else you wanted
great
to add?
offer.
Yes,
That's a
it's
great
it's
offer. Take
awesome.
advantage of it. Yeah, I love that.
Totally right.
Yeah.
We do sometimes we want to gift people something that they are gonna enjoy and they can benefit from that. So that's what life is all about.
Yeah, and I also have my limiting belief quiz about relationships and life. So when you take the quiz, you can have a half an hour session with me so we can process it together. So that's my gift.
Awesome, awesome.
Yeah,
So check out the links and feel welcome to explore yourself and to take the life in your own hands. All the best and see you next episode.
thank you.
Bye.